I am a small business owner and I want to share the little things I think you should add up to your business to make your business thrive or to make your business grow. Hi everyone, you are welcome to my video today. Stacy here as always, and on this channel I talk about faith, life issues, education and business. So today's video is another video about business, and I feel this is very important for every kind of business, especially on people who have small businesses. For those who have been in business, you know that you do not just run business anyhow. There are things you need to put into place or things you need to consider and put into your business in order to excel in that business. We already know that for a business to thrive and thrive very well, sometimes it is just the extra amount of money you need to get that business to blossom. But there are things you could do that will make your business blossom even when you do not have the money. And this does not mean that if you have the money, you could do your business without them. It means that when you have the money and you apply this, it is extra spice to your business. And definitely you enjoy the massive growth from that business. So let's get right into today's video. When you are in a business and you want to excel in that business and you run that business anyhow, just be sure that you might not excel in that business. But as I said earlier, there are things that you do not need money for your business to excel. And these are attitudinal, these are character-wise. These are things that you could just use your brain and think them out, implement them, and voila, your business begins to blossom. The basic thing that I want to talk about in this video is strategy. For every business owner, if you do not have a clear strategy on how to run your business, you just do it anyhow, then you should know that you might likely not excel in that business. When we talk about business strategy, we simply mean a template that is formulated by a business owner that contains clearly stated goals and initiatives of that business. So if you are a business owner, you need to have this, because your business strategy guides you. It gives you a clear direction on where you are heading to and where you will be in future. With that, it helps you to estimate your growth. And nobody wants to do business without growing. For everyone who started a business, the desire is for you to grow and flourish in that business. But without a clearly written strategy for your business, you should know that you wouldn't go anywhere. That strategy guides you. In fact, you mark every bit of growth you have made, and you compare if the reality in your business corresponds with what you have written down in your formulated strategy or your business plan. If we are talking about business strategy, what are the contents expected there? The content should include your goals and your initiatives. Remember, your goals are what you desire to achieve by the end of the day or by the end of each day in your business. Your initiatives are those things, those actions, those activities that you need to put in place to get to your goals. And these are very, very vital to your business growth. So in this video, I want to talk about the goal part and the initiative part. That as a business owner, you should have a goal. Include in your business plan where you want to be in the next years in your business. Where do you see your business? How do you want the business to look like? If you have that written, then it determines the kind of initiatives you need to include in your business. If your business goal is to reach the world, that is, for your product to get to every part of the world, you are already aware that your business is not limited by the environment you live in. So you do not expect to use the same initiative or implement the same thing with someone whose business is operational within a particular location. This means that the latter business is bound by the territory or the environment the person is, while your business is operational at the global scene. What you will apply for your business will never be the same with someone whose business is operational within a location, because you need to put things in place that can attract people within the world to buy from you. This also means that you will include high level of technology in your business. You will do a lot of things online to attract people all over the world. But someone who does a business within a territory whose customers are bound by that environment will apply different strategy to attract his or her customers. With this, you have a clear idea of what you should be looking at when it has to do with your business goal. When you are looking at your business goal, you are also looking at your target audience. As I said earlier, if your business is bound to an environment or a location, it means that you are working with the people within that location. So when you want to generate your initiatives, you want to develop your initiatives, you want to start implementing your initiatives, you need to consider that. But if you are operational online, you are dealing with totally different people. You will need to look at the kind of followers you have. You look at their power, you look at their level of engagement, you look at how they portray themselves there. It helps you to also know the kind of people you are dealing with. That is an idea you need to consider. Since we are clear with what the goal is, then you look at the initiatives. As I said earlier, the initiative for every business is what you want to put into that business, the activities, the work that you want to put into that business to make it successful. In this part of the world I come from, there is what we call business secret, and this is simply what we call initiative. When you meet a business owner, he tells you that for every business there are secrets. And these secrets are the things this person does in his business, the things he applies in his business to succeed. So as a business owner, you need to look at those activities you need to do within your business, do around your business to take you to your desired goal. Let us look at initiative clearly. And I think this is where I want to talk more on, because this determines if your goals become a reality or not. When we are looking at initiative, what are the things that we look at? As a business owner, you can be selling something, and this thing can be sold out by many other people out there. But what makes people to come to buy from you and not buy from the other person is the initiative that guides the operation of your business. These operations might include your pricing, your customer relationship management, your marketing strategy, your sales process, and lots more. How a company manages all of these strategies determines how they will succeed in that business. This is why two people might be doing the same business, but one other person will excel more in that business than the other person. Let us look at this, and I will be talking about these four that I mentioned. I will first of all talk about pricing. Pricing is very vital to every business growth. And if you do not understand the importance of pricing in your business, you would work very hard and see nothing in that business. Or sometimes you will work very hard and you will not attract buyers. This is a two-way thing. It is either you are underpaying yourself or you are over inflating the price on your goods. And this will affect your business drastically. So in this particular part, we want to see how you create a balance in your pricing. When it comes to pricing, there are things you need to consider. You need to factor in a lot of things like the rent, you factor in your transportation, you factor in the salary of your workers, you factor in anything that you are doing in that business that takes up money, you factor it inside before giving the pricing. And then you see how you can get something from the extra that comes in to pay yourself and also to sustain the business. Still on pricing, there are things you need to also pay attention to. Just because you want to factor in everything and you want to pay yourself and you want to do this, you want to do that, it doesn't mean that you inflate the price so high. That can affect your growth. Yes, I said that. So some people would say, okay, this thing is 1,000 in the market. When I want to sell this, it must be 2,000 naira. So you want to add up 100% on that goods to meet up with everything. It depends on the kind of business. I do not tell people what to add up as their profits, but what I will always say is, if you put that money, what is the equivalent price in the market? You need to look at that. While you are finished factoring in everything, please put a price that is realistic. Put a price that people can comfortably buy from you and they wouldn't feel cheated. Because you know what? When your price is extremely high, it affects your business growth, because this has a way of shrinking your customer base. Your number of customers will reduce. Many people, including you, the seller of that item, you always want to compare the price of what you want to buy from someone with the price from another place. And when you see that the difference is so much and there is no extra benefit you are getting from that seller, you feel cheated. So this is what happens to you as it happens to other people. If you want to excel in business, always factor in all of this. Then put a realistic price. When you put a realistic price, your customers remain committed to you. They remain glued to you because they know what you are giving them is not far from what is out there. If after you factored everything and your price is also still high, it is very important you create a balance between profitability and affordability. You should make profit and also be affordable enough for people to buy from you. If this is becoming very hard for you to do, please find time and go into the market and do a survey of the price of what you sell out there in the market. It helps you to know if you are getting your items from a source that is already high or you are extremely expensive. I think you could also relate with some of these people who sell out there. Then you know how that kind of business is run, because we know that there are businesses that have very, very little gain margin. So if you feel you would be in that business and push the business just as they are doing, then that is fantastic. If you feel that is not the kind of business you want to do, then it is good you drop it and pick another one, right? That's the best thing to do. Also on pricing, I want us to look at this. As a business owner, when you are in a community or an environment, it is very important you test the sensitivity of your customers, that is your audience, to know their level of willingness to buy or to buy that thing you want to sell to them. You are able to know their abilities, their strength, I mean their financial capacity. So with that, you know if this thing is what they can afford or not. It does not mean that what you are bringing to them is of low quality and you want to extort them. No. When you know who these people are, you bring the kind of quality they want. I am into shoes business. There are different kinds of shoes. There are different brands. I know the kind of customers I have, and I know the quality of shoes they want. So if my customers' purchasing power is within the level of 10,000 to 20,000 naira, and I insist on bringing shoes of 100,000 or 150,000 naira to them, I should know that they will not buy. It is not because what I am bringing to them is of no quality, or maybe I am extorting them. I am bringing the quality that they cannot afford to buy. For me to excel in that environment, in that business, with this set of audience, it means I should go out there and source the kind of shoes they can afford. It is as simple as that. So if you want to excel in pricing also, you should survey and see the audience you have. Be sensitive to them. Understand the level of their willingness to buy from you. This will help you to go for the right products with the right prices and excel in selling to them. When we are talking of pricing, pricing is very wide. I might not cover everything, but I want us to know that there are things you could do that will make you to sell something at premium or not. So you could be selling something that is 20,000 out there. Then with your initiative, you could do some other things, extra things that will make people buy from you at 25,000 naira. With extra services on that thing you are selling, you could do premium to your customers. And this might not apply to everybody. So if you have a business, you could set it clearly there. If you want me to run A, B, C, and D for you, this is the price. If you want me to do it like this, this is the price. By this, you are creating a tier in your pricing. So the same item that will be bought from you could go for 10,000 naira. Another person could buy the same item for 12,000. Then another person could buy the same item for 15,000. And this is because of the differences in the services that you have added to that item. This is what could help you when it comes to pricing. So you should take note of this. You do not just inflate the price of something on an item when you are not giving extra to your customers. If you do that, your customers will run away from you, and this might be why your business has remained redundant. I want to add that someone who has been in a business, running that business for years, might increase his price. If you are just starting, it is wisdom that you go lower. Do not go out there giving the same price with someone who has been in the business for a long time. Let me tell you something. Someone who has been in the business for a long period of time has built, number one, customer base. Number two, has built experience. So all the mistakes that you would be making, they would be minimal in that person's business. He has mastered the business for a long time, and when he or she is out to deliver, he delivers it top notch. But you are just starting. So this is your own process, or this is your time to learn and grow in the business. You will make a lot of mistakes. If you give the same price with that person who has grown in the business for long, when people come to you and they are paying you the same amount of money with someone who has minimal or reduced level of mistakes, they would run away from you and go to that person, because why should I pay you the same money and you are not giving me maximum satisfaction? They will move away from you. So when you are just starting, make sure you pay yourself, but do not go very high. Build that business first. Build your customers' confidence in you before you increase your price. I have talked so much about pricing, so let's move to the next one. The next one I want us to look at is customer relationship management. Customer relationship management is the strategy that keeps your customers to you. It is customer retention strategy. If you fail here, just know that you would always have new people coming to buy from you. One thing you should know with customer retention is that when you retain customers, they become loyal to you. They build that relationship with you. They build confidence in you. And with that confidence, they begin to refer you to other people. So you gain referrals from your loyal customers. One of the reasons your business has not been growing is because you have not mastered the art of customer relationship. You get angry with your customers anyhow. Yes, I know that there are customers who can be so provocative. That is different. But it won't be every customer. If all the time you are having new people and these new people are not willing to stick with you, then you know that you are having a very big issue with customer retention. Remember, your customers will always have different impression about what they buy from you. Some will tell you what is good and some will tell you what is negative. So when your customer tells you the wrong thing, it is your duty to explain to the customer why that customer is seeing it that way. Then you project the good side of the business to the customer. Probably the customer was not seeing it from your angle. If you talk about it with your customer and you explain it very well to that customer, the customer would likely see reasons with you and will come back again. When this customer comes back again, make sure you give that customer a better experience than what he had before. With proper customer relationship management, you should know that you will be running your business at a top rate, because these customers are the first people who will market your business to other people. And you know that marketing is one of the big deals in business. When the marketing is generating leads and the leads are well converted from the sales process, then you know that you will excel in that business. And this is what you know you will invest into. When you have done a lot of work at customer retention level, to the level you have built customer loyalty, you know that this is one phase that will cater for your marketing. One thing I want you to understand about customer relationship management is that you will need to be open to your customers. Listen to them. They will suggest things to you. Listen to the suggestions. When your customers suggest something to you, please try to implement a bit of it and see if it is workable or not. If from looking at that it is not going to work, you explain to the customer why it will not work. When you work with your customers and you listen to them, they enjoy buying from you and they will always love to come back. And when they come back, they don't just come back themselves, they come back with others. And that is a promising growth for your business. The next one I want to also talk about is next to customer relationship management, and that is marketing. A business can only excel when you talk about what you do out there. If I sit in the comfort of my home and I don't share with people what I do, how do they know that this is what I am doing? And this is what marketing is all about. Marketing is you sharing about what you do, telling people about what you are selling, telling people about the products you have, telling people about the services you can render or services you can give to them for that money. So, as a business owner, you should invest in marketing. If you are excellent with that, you can do it yourself, especially if your business is still small. But if you cannot do it very well, please employ the service of experts who can run this for you. To excel in marketing, there are a lot of things that you need to do. Marketing is not cheap. Marketing is expensive. Unfortunately, I have noticed that many businesses are not willing to collaborate well with marketers. But remember, no matter how much you invest in that business, if people are not coming to take out from what you have there, those goods will remain there and you can't convert them to money. So you need a good marketer who can generate leads to you, who will come to you and buy from you. When they buy from you and give you money, that is where you recover the money you've invested in that business. As a business owner, one reason your business is not growing is because you are not investing in marketing. You can do it yourself. You can employ an expert to do that. And in doing this, remember that there are marketing strategies also. So if the marketing strategy is not well implemented, you will still not see the results. For you to see the results, be willing to spend on marketing. And by spending, it means that you use a lot of advertising tools to let people know about what you do. The next thing I want to talk about is the sales process. If you do not have a workable sales process, you will not excel. If you want to excel and succeed and grow your business, make sure your sales process is in check. When you have generated your leads from marketing, it is very important to move them through the sales process so they can buy from you. The salesperson is supposed to take off from there and begin to follow up these leads to make sure that they have bought this item. If you do not have this process, well structured? How do you want to excel in your business? The last one, which I did not mention, but I want to include here, is that sometimes you are not excelling in that business because of your inability to adapt to the changes that are happening in the market. As I mentioned in this part of the video, that it is important for you to go there in the market and do a market survey while giving the price of your items. It is important for you to know that this is relevant to your growth in business. And this does not apply to only pricing. It is good that you go out there to know what is happening in the market. So you've been selling this thing for a long period of time, and someone out there is selling the same thing with you. This person has gone back to rebrand and repackage his goods and brings it back to the market. And this brand has taken over the attention of everyone out there in the market. And this is affecting your sales. You notice that you keep sending goods to the market, but it is not selling fast. Why should you still stay in your company, or why should you still stay in your house sending out goods? When you notice that there is no sales, you go out there and know what is happening. What are people doing differently? If you see that they have repackaged their items, it means that the customers out there in the market are tired of seeing the package you had before. They are yearning for something new. Then go back and rebrand. If it is about pricing, you ask yourself, why are these people selling at a lower price? Sometimes your business is not excelling because you did not follow this. You are struggling to adapt. You are struggling to adjust to the market reality. There are a lot of things that you can learn to adapt to. Many factors out there in the market, many things happening out there. So it is your duty to go out there and do your research, do your investigation, check and know if what is happening out there is what you need to adjust on your own business so that you can penetrate the market and make sales. In conclusion, you should know that every business out there that is thriving, that is doing well, there are things that have been put into place. If you are not willing to work it out, if you're not willing to create a clear strategy for your business, then be ready to remain static in your business. But if you want your business to grow, if you want your business to get to that level you want to attain, you need to work with the current events happening in your line of business, in the market, with your customers. Thank you so much for watching this video to this moment. If this is your first time of coming here and you enjoyed this video, connect with me by subscribing to this channel and turn on the bell icon so when I upload any new video, you will be notified about it. If also you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching this video to this very end. I appreciate you and I hope you learned one or two things here. Till I come your way in another video, do have a pleasant day.